Most companies in this day and age pay an ad agency to run ads for them, and that's Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever you want to call them. And up until now, they had to pay these ad agencies because it was just too complex for a business owner or for somebody within that business to learn all of the ins and outs of Facebook ads and the analytics that goes with it. But now that we have Claude Code, it's going to do all of that for us. It's going to do it in one prompt that I've made over the course of about 3 to 4 months now, and I'm going to give it to you by the end of this video for completely free. Now let's jump into why an ad agency gets 3,000 to 4,000 a month to run Facebook ads. If we jump over here to Ads Manager, you can see it's pretty complex. It's complex for a business owner. It's also complex for somebody within the company or to hire somebody within a small company to run these ads for them. So for example, if I want to run an ad, I have to come in here, create an ad campaign, then create an ad set which is connected to the campaign, select all of the amounts that we want to spend, the types of leads, the types of forms, and then select ads and so on. It's a complex process, and that's why businesses will pay an ad agency 3,000 to 4,000 a month to run it. For us, we've built this simple form over here with Claude Code. If I jump in here, let's say I'm a car dealership and I'm selling a new Lamborghini. We are promoting the new Lamborghini SVJ that we've brought into stock. We are in the Dublin region, and this is a one-of-a-kind car. I'm going to put that in here. I put in the form or the website that I want to push my leads towards. I can select the call to action, the location, which is going to be Dublin, the audience, we're going to select everybody from the ages of 18 to 65, and then we're going to put in our creative, which is going to be this Lamborghini. We're going to press generate ad copy, and just like that, in nearly less than 10 seconds, we've posted our ad. All we have to do from here is review the copy, which is the writing that goes underneath the ad, which we've trained the AI on. So as you build this out for yourself, it's going to write copy like this, which is just at the standard of some of the best ad agencies in the world because we've trained it on their documents. So you can see here, the iconic Lamborghini Aventador SVJ has arrived in Dublin, and there's only one. Experienced 770 horsepower of pure Italian engineering and track-bred performance that redefines what's possible on 4 wheels. We might actually come down here and press regenerate because I'm not sure if it's 770 horsepower, but you get the general idea. And then we have exclusive Lamborghini SVJ down here. All I have to do now is press create ad, and you can see ad was created. The campaign is Lamborghini SVJ Dublin launch, and it's created as a draft. If I want to view it, I can just press this button right here. If you jump over here to Ads Manager, you can see we have the Lamborghini ad here, which we can click in here. We have you can see created the ad set, all of the complex stuff, which is what a business owner is trying to avoid. The AI has set up automatically for that company. So you can see here, if we click edit now, it has all of the information, the ad name, it has the creative. It sets up all of this for the business owner. You can see over here in the preview section, we have the ad and all of the copy that it has written for the ad. This alone will allow you to charge a company a couple of thousand a month just to set this up and hand it off for them. And for you, it takes about one prompt to set up, maybe a couple of prompts if it's your first time setting up. If you're a business owner, you can replace that ad agency that you're paying with this system that you can set up pretty easily as a first time person that has absolutely no idea how to code. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Now, an ad agency doesn't just post an ad. They actually control the ad. They monitor the ad to make sure it's performing well and to make sure the money you're spending is working for you. And that's why we've created the second page over here, which is going to monitor the ads for you. You can see we have the amount we've spent over the last day. You can see here we can change it to 30 days, how much we've spent, the people we've reached, how many clicks we've got, how much is the average cost per click. We have each campaign here. Like you can see, we have the summer sale. We spent 1,240, that's about €50 a day. We've reached 82,000 people, 1,400 clicks, 0.87 per click. And then down here we have the AI, which is essentially the ad agency. That's what I'm trying to get across here, is the AI is doing the work of the ad agency. This is monitoring the ads for you, as you can see here. Good click rate at 1.73% and cheap clicks at 87 cents, but only 1,420 clicks from 82k reach suggests room to optimize creative. Ad budget once you test new ad creatives. We also have this one over here, which isn't performing as well. As you can see, click rate is $2 compared to 87 cents. So this one's performing. So this one's not performing as well, but the AI is going to tell you exactly that. So now as a business owner, they don't need an ad agency and they can manage everything themselves or have somebody on their team manage this for them in a very easy to understand way. So this is the entire job really of a marketing agency replaced. Come on. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. I've created all of the instructions that you're going to need in a doc. Again, I'm going to leave that down below in the second link for you. It gives you all of the credentials that we need. You can see we have a couple of steps here and we have the entire prompt down here once we finish getting the credentials. Now the hardest part about this is connecting to your Facebook account because Facebook is pretty tedious. So if you can hang around for the next 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to set this up. I'm going to get all of the credentials, walk you through it, and then from there we'll be flying. So firstly, in order to set this up, we need to get Meta credentials. We need to create a Meta developer app. And to do that, we're going to go to this URL right here, which is developers.facebook.com. When you land over here in developers.facebook.com, we're going to need to create a new app. And you can see you have a button up here. Now, as I go through this video, I'm going to assume that you know how to sign in or sign up for any of these accounts. For example, if you don't have a developer Facebook account, then you're going to have to sign up, do all of this stuff to sign up. Now you can see over here, once we go to developer.facebook, we need to create an app. We need to select the create and manage ads marketing API. We need to name the app and so on. So we're going to do that right now. Let's create the app up here in this green button. And we need to give this app a name. But we're going to call this AI Ad Agency. You're going to put in your app contact email. It's just your email. Click next. Now in here, we're going to select the create and manage ads marketing API. As you can see over here, we need to select this one right here. So I'm going to come back over here, select create and manage ads, click next. Over here we have our business portfolio. So if you don't have an ad account or if you don't have a Facebook business account, then you won't have a business portfolio. So you'll have to click down here and create a business portfolio where you just put in your business name, first name, last name, email, and press create portfolio. I already have one, so I'm going to select mine here, click next. We're going to click next one more time and then we're ready to go. We can press create app. Alright, once you've created that app, you're going to land on a page like this. What we're going to do from here is we're going to come down here to where it says app settings. We're going to go into where it says basic. And this is the first step or the first part of the credentials that we need. So we're going to grab this app ID. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to bring it back over to our instructions so we can start saving stuff. So for us, the next step would be to switch the app to live mode. But before we do that, I'm just going to skip to step 3 so we can put in them credentials that we quickly grabbed. So you can see over here, we've just grabbed this app ID. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to throw it in here. Next thing we need is this app secret. So you're going to press show. You're going to put in your password. You're going to copy that app secret after they show it. And you're going to bring it over and drop it in here. So this is going to be something like your app secret. Now we need to publish this app. And in order to publish an app, you must have a privacy URL. For us, it's just a website. You don't actually have to be a privacy URL. You just have to put something in here so Facebook thinks you have a privacy URL. Put anything in here. You should actually put a privacy URL. If I was doing this in production, I would put one. This is a demo, so I'm just going to put it in my website. After you do that, come down here and press Save Changes. And then come over here to where it says Publish. Once you've put in that privacy URL, you will be able to publish this app. I already published mine, so you can see it says unpublished down here, but for you it will say publish. If you don't have that privacy URL, it's not going to allow you to publish it, and it will tell you that you need to put in a privacy URL. So you're going to press publish, and that's a big chunk of the work already done, so we're nearly finished. So that's step 1, 2 and 3 done. Step number 4 is we need to create a system user and generate a token. In order to do that, we're going to go to a different URL. So we were just on developers.facebook.com. Now we need to go to business.facebook.com. When you land over here in business.facebook.com, you'll probably land on a page like this if you have your Facebook or an Instagram page set up. Up here, you can see a business portfolio. That's the one that we were talking about in the previous steps when you're setting it up. You have to create a business portfolio. You're going to make sure you're still in that one and you can select it from being up here. You're going to select your business portfolio. Come down here to where it says settings, and over here we need to create a new system user. Don't worry if you don't know what any of this is. You don't have to understand what it is. We're just trying to get credentials here. Facebook is one of the most complex and tedious platforms, so if you try to understand every single step, you're going to get overwhelmed. Like in most of these steps, I don't really understand what's the purpose of it. You just have to do it. So as you're following this, just understand that, just keep going. So the system users over here, we're going to come down here to system users, and I already have 2, you can see here. If you don't have one, you're going to have to create a new one. So you're going to come in here, give it a name, let's say, I don't know, system user Claude, and then you're going to give it the role as an admin, and then you're going to press create system user. After you've created that system user, we need to come down here to where it says apps. So in the previous step, we just created an app, which we gave it a name, we published it, and now the app is live. So what we're going to do after we've created that system user is come down here to the apps. My app was called YouTube Ads, and in here, we're going to press assign people. In the assign people section, you're going to come down here to the system user that you've just created a couple of seconds ago. Give it the permissions to manage the full app. So you're going to press manage app, and then you're going to press assign. When you assign that, then you can see down here, see the system user down here. So you're going to come back up here now to system users, and whatever system user you have created, it will be here. And your assigned assets will not be as packed as this, but you will have the app that you've just assigned the system user in here. What we're going to do now is press generate token, and this is one of the last of the hard steps. So we're going to come in here, we're going to select the app that we just created. So mine was YouTube Ads. You're going to click next. You're going to select the token to expire never. Next. Now in here, you need to give it some permissions. The permissions are these ones exactly that I've selected already. It's ads management, ads read, business management, pages manage ads, read engagement, and pages show list. That's going to be over here in your instructions. As you can see here, we've just done all of these steps. The permissions that you need to give it is all of these. So you can actually just copy and paste these. So let's say this one here, you can copy and paste that, bring it over here, and then you can just search it up here and then just select it. We're then going to press generate token, and it's going to ask you to verify your account. It's going to pull up your email, as you can see here, and you're going to press send email. After it sends you an email, you're going to have to put in the code that it gives you. It's going to pop up a screen to put the code. Go over to your email, grab the code, drop it in here and press enter, and then you're going to wait a couple of seconds and it's going to pop up a system user token, which is a key part of this. Once you've gotten that token, then we can drop it in here. You can see here, copy the token immediately. You'll only be able to see it once, so if you don't copy it, obviously you'll have to recreate it. But let's say the system token is something like that. It will actually have an E at the start of it, something like that, with a bunch of numbers. Now, one of the last and easier steps is we need to assign assets to the system user. So still in the system users, we need to select and click assign assets. Under your ad accounts, add your ad account and set permissions to full control. Under the apps, assign the app. We've already done that. We also have to give it access to the Facebook page, because in order to run ads, you need to give it access to your Facebook page. So we're going to come over here. We're going to come down here to our ad accounts, because in order to run what we're building, we obviously have to have an ad account. So I'll come over here to my ad account, which is Work Ready AI Ads. I'm going to press assign people. That system user that we've just created, click full control and press assign. We'll also come up here to pages and we'll click our Facebook page and we'll press assign people, the system user that we've just created. I'll click full control, business tools and Facebook, and then press assign. Now the last two credentials we need over here from Facebook is just the IDs of both of them pages. So we need the ID from our Facebook page, which we can get from over here by just pressing copy to clipboard. Let's bring that over and let's drop it in here. You can see we need to get our Facebook page ID. So I'm going to drop in that ID over here. And then we also need the ad account ID. So I'm going to come back over here, come back down here to where it says ad accounts, the ad that we were looking for, which is obviously your ad account. Press copy ID, bring it over here and then drop it into there. Now, one of the last things we need to do is we need to select the AI model that we want running this entire system. So which one do we want to create the ad copy, which is the text that goes underneath the ads, and which one do we want to monitor all of the ads and output them reports, as you've seen under the little analytic cards, which was these ones over here, these reports here. And in my opinion, Anthropic, which is Claude, is the best at doing that. So in here, in part 2, we need to get Anthropic detailed. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select this URL, which is going to take you directly to the Anthropic Claude console. I think you have to add in a minimum of $5 to your billing, so you can use the API key. It's going to last you a long time, so I wouldn't be too afraid to do that. And then I'll go over here to where it says API keys, press create API key, give it a name, press add, and it's going to pop up an API key. which you can bring over here and then just drop it in here. It's going to start with SK and then have a bunch of numbers. So we're going to use all of them credentials that we've just created, which is stuff like this app ID, which we have here. We can copy this. We have the app secret. We have the access token, the system user access token. We have our ad account ID and our Facebook page ID. We also have this Anthropic API key. We're going to use all of them and we need to create our env file. In order to do that, we're going to come down here to where it says part number 4. It's going to bring us directly over to the prompt. Don't worry about part number 5. We'll do that as we're over in Claude Code. But for us right now, we just need to come over here to the prompt, which you can also get from over here. So let's come over here to the prompt section. And you can see, first thing we need to do is put in the app ID. So without any spaces, I'm going to drop in the app ID. It's in there in all black, so we can actually just make this white for the time being. So you can see here we have meta app ID. I've put in the app ID, and you're going to do the rest of that. So you have your app secret, drop it in here, access token, drop it there, ad account ID, page ID, and your Anthropic API key. When you do all of that, that's essentially your job done. You've done all of the hard work. You've gotten all of the credentials. Now the prompt that I've built over the past couple of months is going to do the rest of the work for you. So we're going to copy that once we've pasted in all of our API keys. I'm going to come down here to the very bottom. It's an 18-page prompt. We're going to copy this, and we now need to use Claude. And I'm not going to go through exactly how to set up Claude Code. I've made a bunch of different videos and you can figure it out in a couple of seconds. I use Claude on anti-gravity. So we're going to come over here to Claude Code. I have it over here on anti-gravity. I'm going to paste in that prompt and we're just going to click enter. When we press enter, it's going to work through that entire prompt that you've put in there. It may come back to you with some questions like, are you sure you want to do this? Would you like me to change that? It's going to come back with a bunch of different stuff. It may make the app better. It may make it worse. You can go through that and work it out. But it should output something relatively similar to the app that I've shown you in this video. When it's finished, all of the work that you've given it, then it's going to tell you that you can run the app by running this in your terminal. npm install. Now, again, if it's your first time, you won't know what that means. You don't have to. If you know how to code, you're into the development, then you'll know what this means. For most people, I would imagine the easiest route is to just say to Claude, can you run the app for me? And it's going to do all of that and basically just give you this. Regardless, whichever route you choose, it's going to be on your local host, which you can just click here. And as you can see now, we have that app open with all of our ad stuff in here. We can post a new ad and it should post it directly to our Facebook ads account. Now that's the app running on localhost. What happens if I want to post this ad? Let's say I want the rest of the people in my company to be able to use it, or if you're an AI agency and you're selling it to a company, let's say I want them to be able to use it. How would we do that? Well, if I wanted to do that and I wanted to run this as a production app and not just an app that's on my computer, then I would ask Claude Code, how can I set up Netlify to host this app, and Supabase for the backend. Give me the beginner setup guide. Do this. It's as simple as that. You ask Claude Code, how do I set up Netlify, which is going to host it, and Supabase, which is going to store all of the analytics. So basically like Google Sheet, but for your app. So your app knows, all of the previous stuff, all of the data that should be displayed for this app. So you can see here it says, heads up before we start, this app is currently stateless. The first thing would be push the code to your GitHub, gives you the URL exactly to go to. So it goes create a new repo at github.new. If we click here, it's going to take us directly to the place where we press create a new repo. We're going to give it a random name. Let's say Golden Dragon. You don't even need to do this. If you're going to run it internally, so you're the only person that's going to use it, then you can continue to run it on localhost. If you want other people to be able to use it, then you have to go through this Netlify setup process. And I'll leave a video in the top right or somewhere below this video, maybe in the description, where I go through the full app build and host it on Netlify. So you'll see exactly how to be able to do that. But that's going to be it for this video. You have now, by the end of this video, hopefully built out the entire system where you can post ads with AI and AI can monitor them as well for you. If you found that useful, leave a like and comment below. If you want to start your own AI agency, click the first link below where I teach you how I've set up my agency. If you're a business owner and you want to implement AI into your company, shoot me an email and I'll get back to you.